When they finish destroying that quality slowly over the years, with work, with deception, introducing to us a false religion, we kept buying into it and they're moving us away slowly from our true selves. Look at the black people today. They are enslaved today miserably because they move away from their true self. When a black man was powerful, when a black man was knowledgeable, hundreds or thousands of years ago, nobody could enslave them. How would you do it? He would disappear. You couldn't hold him in place. Because you hold him, he is not there. These reptilians, why can't we control them? Because they have the power to. And even if you hold him physically, you can't stand him because his energy will fight you. You must have seen in churches where they do deliverance. You see somebody be taken by an evil spirit, and when they are delivering the person, you see the spirit manifest and started even more powerful than anything you can ever imagine. It's because that soul is overwhelmed by a demonic spirit, by an invading spirit that has a lot of energy. That soul has been invaded because that soul lost its own energy. Its own energy was overpowered by the demonic energy that is much more conscious and took over that soul. Most of you, most of us out here are the victims of that. A majority of us. Our souls have been held captive because we lost our own capabilities to manifest our powers. They suppressed it through control, through manipulation, through religions, through false concepts. And when they suppressed it and realized that we do not have that power again, they began now to teach us other things, and we believe in them. And that's the only reason why we don't understand why things don't work. We don't even know the teaching. There is a point in history that said black art went for 3,000 years without change. Nothing changed. They kept doing the same thing. The art kept staying in place. Year in, year out for 3,000. Imagine, even before Jesus Christ was born and then beyond, black people had an art. They were producing the same thing over 3,000 years, the same thing over and over. Imagine the type of perfection that would be. Just imagine we take this computer. We created this computer. We start reproducing this computer for the next 3,000 years without changing anything, just the way it is, and reproducing the same thing. Imagine how expert we'll become in producing that computer. It doesn't matter what type of child who is born in what generation would know everything about that computer because it's just what they did that is passed on to the child and over. That's what happened. That's why black people were capable of ruling the world for so long and maintaining the same thing for thousands of years. When these spirits came, when they came on earth and started messing around with humans, they began to bring new knowledge. And the Bible tells us that because you turn away from your God, you turn away from your ways, you were sent into captivity. You see why black people got enslaved? They turned away from their ways. They turned away from worshiping God they're supposed to have been worshiping. They turned away from doing the things that they were supposed to be doing, connecting with the cosmos, and started listening to these false spirits. Worshipping false spirits. The Bible tells them, because you turn away, you have been enslaved and you'll be enslaved until you turn back. And that's why you see people who meditate the rightful way, people who pray the rightful way, they cannot be enslaved no matter how you try, because they are connecting back to their own ways. Brethren, America has that problem. Before Christopher Columbus came to America, America was peaceful. There were black people here. There were Native Americans ruling here, living their life and running around with their cattle and everything and having fun. When he came, he brought that spirit. They came to conquer America because that spirit, they brought it in Europe, and the white brethren in Europe, they confused, they conflicted, and they destroyed, they caused havoc with the white brethren in Europe, and things became to a point where they couldn't stand it. They started chasing them there and looked towards a new horizon. They came here with the purpose of conquering. And when they came and conquered, they started the same principle. Let's change their thought. Let's oppress them. Let's take away their God. Let's take away their spirituality. Let's take away their knowledge. Let's take away their consciousness. Let's take away what makes them tick. And they pounded on them. I gave them the wrong doctrines, the wrong foods, the wrong medication, the wrong lifestyle. Change everything. Started enslaving them. Make sure they did not focus. The most important thing is to take away their focus. Give them a wrong religion, wrong way of worship, and destroy the people, both white, black, and whatever. Now, why America? Why is it you and I suffer? I hope I have enough time to explain this. You Americans, you need to know that what is destroying America is right in here. It's not us. It's not an Arab. It's not Islam. What is destroying America? It's right here. It's evil. Demons. High spirits. Entities that came. They want to dominate. They are rulers. They want to rule. They have the same consciousness we had before. They dampened it. They took it away. They institutionalized banks. They institutionalized different types of institutions that they can use to mind control us and to manipulate us. Now, when they did it, their intention was to make sure that they use America as their farm. You use you and I as the farm to achieve their goals. They put their leadership in place. They put a shadow, they create a shadow government. And then put another government using humans, because they themselves don't want to rule. They stay behind and press the buttons. They are not here to build America. This is like a machine for them to create money for them and wealth. It's like a sanctuary to use you and I. And how do they use us? In so many ways. I'll give you an example. They create stability and they create wars. And they use America to do that. They use us, you and me, to do the job. They create two parties. This one has to create a problem. This one will bring the solution. This one will create hysteria. This one will bring solution. And so it brings money. If we can go out there and set it up and say, okay, the economy is going to collapse next year. If the economy collapses, then we can build it. We have the money. But how do we do it? Let's plan it this way. Everything is stable and there's a lot of money. The economy and everything is working well. Now, this little group of people know that They are the ones controlling what is happening in the entire society. They know that if they create instability in the economy of the world, that instability will make the economy to crash. When the economy crashes, they will build it up back. People can take loans to buy houses. People can take loans to send children to school. People can take loans to build bridges. People can take loans to build. Countries can take loans to do lots of stuff. Now, what they do is this, brethren. They look at the situation. They say, okay, we will cause a crash in the economy. But what we do is, before the causing of the crash, let's buy all the stocks. Let's prepare money to buy the stocks. They prepare a huge lump sum of money. They know the economy is going to crash. They are orchestrating it. So they save money and they make the economy to crash. You lose your equity, you lose everything. They buy it from you at a very cheap rate. Because you are struggling, they buy everything. Almost at nothing. When they buy it because they have the money. And then, when it's time to rebuild, they give you a loan. And they sell it back to you at a higher rate. And every time an economy crashes, and they buy everything and stock it. And then when they are selling it back to you, they are making double profit. If that economy rises, they are 200 years richer than you are. And that's how they become very rich. They just leap from you. They leap very far away from you. They become richer. They have more money and to create more chaos in future. They can create war. First World War, Second World War, Third World War, calamities around the world, civil wars. And what happened? America, I want you to listen to this because this is your life. I will come to tell you how this involves you very seriously. Every war created everywhere in the world is to the dysfunction of America, trust me. Is to destroy America. Any war anywhere in the world is to destroy people of this country. It doesn't matter how little that war is. It's to target America. If you listen to me and you are smart, then you have to start thinking about, I'm risking my life on this. But I have to tell you the truth because I don't want you to keep going through this. I need you to be free. I feel you. Look at it this way. When Iraq is destroyed, when Afghanistan is destroyed, when there is bombing going around the world, when Syria will be finished with, will be done with, when Israel will be done with, when all these terrorists tear down countries anywhere in the world, can you tell me why America is the one running out there to go and give them money? And where this money is coming from? America will say, oh, we are lovely, we have to go build them, we have to support democracy. And they take money and then go give to those countries and build those countries. Build the roads, build the bridges, give food to these people. After the wars are over. Where is that money coming from? You say, no, it's American money. No, America doesn't have any money. They borrow that money on behalf of Americans. They borrow that money on behalf of you, me, our children. That money is going to be paid by you. It's going to be paid by me. It's going to be paid by our children. And that money will be sent out there in that country. Imagine, we owe China a lot of money. Brethren, we owe the world. America is the highest debtor on earth. But America gives aid outside. They are the highest cheerful givers in the world. America gives a lot of money out there. But have you ever been to New York? If you haven't, try your best to go to New York. You walk in Wall Street. You go, you look at that board and see how much you and your children owe this country. But they still take loans. And no country will refuse to give America a loan. No matter how big that loan is. You know why? Because they want to make you broke. This is a farm. You are a slave. You think you are rich. You are running in all those cars. You are not. You are a slave. You are a slave to a group of people. And what they do is, every time there is a war created anywhere in the world, it brings money. And America has to pay that money. Your children will pay for it, whether you like it or not. Because when they finish, America has to go save the war. And America goes to save the war with borrowed money. And that money, when America borrows, go save the war, your children is written on your child's name. Every child born in America today owed, I think, not less than $40,000 by now. By the time Obama was coming on power, it was $32,000. Where will your child get the money to pay? Where is that money going to? What do you think? It's because nobody wants you to be free. Now, how do they make money out of the war? Very easy. Very, very easy. They make the bomb. They make the gun. They make the nuclear weapons. And all of them. They are privately owned businesses. It's not owned by the American government. No. The most sophisticated war weapons they have now is not owned by the American government. It's not. It's not owned by you and me and everyone. No, it's owned by a group of people that create the wars to sell their weapons, to sell their ammunitions, and the people pay for it. Because when they use their tax money to build those weapons, we work every day to build them. They send us, we are going there and we are working. Even our own president is participating in the job. Our leaders are participating in the job. Everyone is working so hard, building those things. When we build them, they go create a war out there. They go create terrorism. They go create all these things. And send. They create two parties. You fight this fight that. And as they're fighting, they're tearing down countries. They are selling the weapons, accumulating more wealth.
Happiness is not purchasable with money. I know that we ought to be happier than the happiest person on earth today. We ought to be healthier than the healthiest person on earth today. And yet, we ought to be smarter than the smartest person on earth today. The gift of happiness is not purchasable with money. The path is through meditation, in which you can achieve freedom and get release from the burden of material pursuit. Practical self-healing from sickness, poverty, negative vibration, and suffering. My mission in this life is to confront evil. My job is to point a pervading light. We believe in one misconception and another. The needs and wants of man are steadily increasing by day. The scourge of daily unrest The more he has, the more he wants. We are not born into this world to accumulate material wealth. What a waste of precious time and effort. There are better ways to do this, brethren. Practical self-healing from sickness, poverty, negative vibration and suffering is the purpose of this call. Learn how to unlock negative childhood beliefs and curses holding you back from finding joy while living your dreams and visions. Enter into your own consciousness.
Meditation saved my life. Ashina, breaking the horse, gave me strength and made my bone strong. Ashina is one of the most effective ways to keep your heart strong. Find peace, love, joy, happiness, abundant life, stability, and everything you ever desire in life. My soul and I has prepared a special package for you.
And put in their bank accounts. And then America goes back and finances the building of those countries. And they take that money and build more weapons. Our ignorance puts us where we are. We don't see them. We see our leaders. They walk among us wearing suits and clothes. They are not human. They have overshadowed our minds, our brains, and make us stay celebrating and working. Now, it goes on and on and on and on. Where it even gets worse is how they weave it in a way that you and I will be blamed for the wars. America has to be blamed for the war. It's orchestrated, brethren. It is meant to be that way, that America has to be blamed for all the chaos in the war. When this little group of people sit down in the shadow and build their war machinery and use the American system and put them in front as America is the one fighting. America goes out there and does the dirty job. And then the whole world turns and look at America and say, you see what America is doing to us? You didn't go out there and go kill people. We are here. We don't even know what is going on in their politics. But another person will hate you for it. We even want to come here, come in your home and attack you. The person who is doing it is hiding. But it's your face they are seeing out there. How many Americans are going to Iraq to go kill somebody? How many Americans are going to Israel to go destroy? How many Americans are going to Syria to go kill anybody? How many? But imagine the amount of blame we get in this country. And then we get the bills too. Brethren, we get the blame, we get the bills, and we get the terrorists. All is back on us. And it's not us going out there to do it. And then they confuse us to even hate ourselves, to hate the black man, to hate the white man, to hate the Indian, they make sure we hate each other. No, if they are in peace, they will understand something. They will stitch everything together again. If I'm in peace, the white brother is in peace. If we agree, we will stitch it together. We will get to understand what is going on. No, you cannot be in peace. They sow seeds of discord. If the Arab or the Muslim is in peace with a Christian, with an American, they will cook up something that will be against them. No, we have to cause confusion in their lives. We have to keep them blind. They have to stay blind. When you look in your country, you see Israel is supported by America. It's a do or die. It's a false support. You don't support that. You don't support that war. Do you? You don't support Israelites going around killing people. Do you? And even if you do, can you give us one reason why you should support them to be doing it? But somebody is making you look as if you are the one supporting it. Somebody is making the world look as if America is supporting all the carnage going on there. And you can't even walk around the world free. I can't walk free. Yet they blame us for it. Why? We have been suppressed. Now, how do we get to understand this and how do we get out of this situation? Brethren, we've been ignorant for so long. And what I want to be doing in 2016 is not talking again like here. I want to be teaching how we get out of this. What I know, what I do, what some few people in the world do to stay stable, to understand, to get out of the vortex, to get into consciousness, super consciousness, to open and to link up with what creates reality, real. I've talked a lot. For the past 1.5 years, the talking is done now. And I'm encouraging you, brethren, that you have to wake up in 2016 and not be slave again. All Americans, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I see that in my children. I see that in what they're going through, and I know we can get out of this. I want you to join me, join those that are conscious around the world. Don't get too much doubt and get hyped up with all these lies they're lying to you. We have to open up what has been blocked for thousands of years to free ourselves so that we can truly free ourselves and free the world. And for you Muslims, you Arabs who think Americans are the worst people on earth, please hold your peace a little bit. The people you are hurting are not the people hurting you. What is hurting you, you don't see them. They are presenting these people in your presence as if they are doing it. It's not America hurting you, brother. It's something else, something so sinister you don't know. But they put you against an American, they put you against everyone else. Bombing America, when you come here and bomb, when you come here and terrorize, you are not hurting the enemy who is hurting you. Americans are very innocent of what is going on around the world. And my encouragement for every American is, hold your peace too. Don't say Arabs or Muslims have to get out of America, we don't want them. Learn to be reasonable and reason with them. Let's reason together, brethren. All of us, we are humans. And let 2016 be when we begin to stitch things together. And I love you. I want to make sure that join me on Facebook. Join me on Twitter. Join me on LinkedIn. Join me on mySoulAndI.com. There is something I want to give to you before we come to the close of this show. I have a gift certificate for you, a healing gift certificate, where I want to give you 4 sessions of meditation, free meditation, Ashingni practice, and to open your pineal gland. And I want to tell you, I love you. And I hope to see you next week. It's been a blessed week, and I wish you a happy and prosperous New Year.
Finally, that anxiously awaited moment is here. Your precious little bundle of excitement is now package ready. There is no doubt you will enjoy the happiness of the occasion, your sleepless nights, and personal adjustments to increasing life stresses that depletes your energy reserves will soon be a thing of the past. I know juggling the demands of work with family commitments surely leaves little for yourself. This usually results to stress, unhappiness, ill health, and more. It's like a house of cards. Though it is standing, I am hopelessly aware that the slightest breath of wind or the smallest breeze could knock down a wall, a room, or the entire structure. I see your need for a serious companion to a more fulfilling life. That is why your inspirational videos are designed especially for a new life of happiness, peace, love, joy, good health, and abundance, and self-actualization, brethren. As seen on TV, My Soul and I devotion delivers simple, practical solutions to everyday life's easy and complex problems, easy to follow. This comes with easy to follow Ashin training video for a flawless body and a spiritual awakening. This is pricey, but it's yours free just for requesting a free inspirational video and more. Go to www.mysoulandI.com. Mark a yes in a box of choice on the postcard, and I will rush your first free inspirational DVD and more to you. Look, I decree a good thing upon your life, and that the rest of your days be blessed.